Hey there, my name's Chandra Cantor and I'm here with a flow yoga class. As always, please go at your own pace, rest whenever you need to, modify anything you need to. You know your body better than anybody, so please do what feels right for you today. If you have something to sit on, we're going to start sitting. You can grab what you've got. We'll begin with eyes closed. You can come into a comfortable cross-legged position. Settle in, slow down your breath, allowing yourself to arrive fully. I know for myself, there's so often a sense of getting somewhere else, that this moment is in preparation for something else, getting through the day. And so these first few moments in our yoga practice can be a coming back to right now, that this is actually it. This isn't in service of some other time. This isn't preparation for something else. This is it. And as much as we are working our bodies, stretching, strengthening, balancing, this practice can be working our ability to be here now. Noticing when the mind goes off onto some other rumination, planning, all the places we might go other than right now. Noticing and returning, just over and over, strengthening the ability to do that. You can let your eyes open, keeping a soft focus, and feel free to open and close your eyes as it's useful for you. So let's start with a gentle twist. We'll bring the left hand across, the right hand to the floor behind us. As you inhale, sit tall. As you exhale, rotate, looking over your shoulder. Breath by breath, seeing what's possible. Is there a little more length, a little more twist? Last breath here. And then release, unwind and switch. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, rotate. Is there more? And then release, back around to the front. Interlace your fingers in front. Put some pressure between your arms as if you're trying to pull them apart, spreading the upper back between the shoulder blades. And then release and interlace fingers behind the back, maybe the other thumb on top. Open up the chest, and then if you want, you can fold forward, and that might be just dropping your head, or it could be coming part way or all the way to the floor. Working with your body, feeling where you are right now. And then release, come up, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And then roll your way back up. Let's recross the legs so the other leg is in front or on top, sitting tall. Drop your right ear over to right shoulder, pressing down through both shoulders, but looking for a stretch on the left side of the neck. Rotate your chin to your chest. Come over to the other side, both shoulders drop, but now a little bit more through the right side, looking for a stretch there. Rotate chin to chest. Come over to the first side and go back and forth a few times. Half circles, 3/4 circles, watching the sensation move from one side over to the other. Next time your chin is to your chest, stay there. Interlace your fingers behind your head, let your elbows hang down, stretching the back of your neck. And then release the arms, head floats back up. Let's bring hands to the floor behind us, fingers facing forward. Roll your shoulders back and your elbows back. And then lift the chest. Take the chest as high as you can, sternum rising high. Little bit higher, last moment. And then release. Come up, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees. Drop your chin. And roll your way back up, still holding the knees. Pull the chest through. Come to an upper back arch, but try and keep the back of the neck long so the back of the neck follows the arc of the spine. And then round back, bring your feet to the floor and hold behind your legs, putting a little pressure up on the back of the legs. Belly sinking back, chest sinking back. And then roll up from the base of the spine to arch, but also lean back. So abdominals are working, supporting you, and we'll go back and forth between these two positions. Exhale, round. Inhale, roll up and arch. Exhale, back. Inhale up. Exhale, back. Inhale up. Now exhale back, release the arms, come down a little lower. Inhale up, same arch, but arms come by the ears. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale back. This last one, let's hold. Come up, lifting up away from the sit bones. You can choose how much you lean back, how much you lift the chest, working to the degree that works for you. But can you also drop the shoulders, relax your face? And then round back and we'll hold here. So you can choose how low you go, working where it's needed, softening, letting go what's not needed. And release. Come all the way forward into a high push-up position. Feel the strength of your core supporting you, the underside lifting up. Shift your weight forward to lower down, elbows hugging the sides. Come into your back bend, cobra or up dog, as low or high as feels right for you. You might take it gently at first. And then back to down dog when you're ready. You could begin by pedaling out the feet, bending one knee as you press the opposite heel towards the floor, waking up the backs of the legs. Taking any other movement that helps you get into your body, feeling what you're doing right now. And then drop your knees, sink back to child's pose, releasing hips to the heels, forehead to the floor, letting go. You can rest whenever you need to, whether it's in this shape or a different one. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left and then pull back through the right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. Come back to center. Lift up through table. Come back through down dog. And then walk your hands and feet towards one another, and we'll hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart, parallel. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. You might take a little sway or shake out here, releasing the upper body. And then bend your knees a little more and slowly roll up. Coming all the way up to standing. Come up to the front of the mat. We'll bring hands together. Feet can be together or apart. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Let's take a full A-series sun salutation. Next inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen, part way up. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Please take the time you need for all your transitions. And each time we come back to a rest, you choose the shape. So down dog's one option. There's sitting, child's pose, forearms, knees, any neutral shape. Coming to a place where you can access presence and ease. Last deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time, from down dog, take your right leg up to the ceiling. Bend your knee to your chest and start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint. Feeling what you're doing. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a couple times one way, a couple times the other way. Take your leg a little higher, and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Now right towards the center of your chest, working core strength. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge. Inhale, arms up. Sink low. Feel what's touching the floor. Grounding down. Expanding past the tips of the fingers, past the top of the head. One more breath here. Tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square and with the upper body letting go like ragdoll. See how much you can let your head hang, let the neck relax, reaching that left leg straighter, longer, higher. And then a big step back. Warrior one. Take your time adjusting, footing. Checking on the details, you know. One more breath here. Release, hands to the floor, make your way back to down dog. Same thing other side. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a few times. Both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then left knee towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Send it up and back. And right towards the center of your chest. Reach it up and back. Big step forward, high lunge. Inhale, arms up. Sink low. One more breath here. Tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square and with the upper body letting go. So keep reaching that back leg straighter, longer, higher. Keep letting the upper body release even more. Weight of the head falling, muscles of your face letting go. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Settle in. Deep bend in the front leg. One more breath here. Let's release. Hands to the floor. Make your way back to down dog. And then settle into a good rest, whether that's down dog, child's pose, sitting, something else. If it's useful, close your eyes. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's bend the knees and come into chair, Utkatasana. Hips go low, head high, shoulders low, fingers high. Belly engaged, bringing support and length to your back. One more breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Let's come into warrior three. Shift forward, find your balance. Is there anything to lengthen? Checking through your body, open. Is there anything to release? Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. Release through a vinyasa or your movement transition. When you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. Release through some movement transition. Coming back to some resting pose, whether that's down dog, child's pose, something else. Last breath here. Come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhaling, fold. Bend your knees. Arms up, inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Warrior three, one breath. Step back, warrior one. From here, open out, warrior two, shifting hips and arms to the side. Flip the right palm to face the ceiling, reverse warrior two. Straighten the front leg, triangle, reach out to come down. You can bring your hand to your shin, your ankle, a block, or the floor. Expanding from the center, past the end points. Don't stop at the ends of the fingers or the top of the head. Keep going. Let's pull back up to standing. Come through warrior two and into extended side angle. You can take any other variation of this. If you want to bring your hand to the floor, take a bind. Last breath here. Release, hands to the floor, make your way to down dog. Same thing other side, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge, arms up. Warrior 3. Step back, warrior 1. Open out, warrior 2. Flip the left palm to face the ceiling, reverse warrior. Let's straighten the front leg, triangle. Pull back up to standing, come through warrior 2 and into extended side angle. Last breath here. Release. Make your way back to down dog. And then settle into your rest. Let's come back through down dog. Step or hop your feet forward, inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, arms up, inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. From here, we'll come into a twist. Left elbow across to the outside of the right knee. You're welcome to take a different variation if one would work better for you. Go towards length and space, even when it's a little constricted, as twists sometimes are. Last breath. Back to center, hips low, arms high. Same thing other side. Come back to center, hips low, arms high. Interlace fingers behind your back. Lift the heart. And then fold, wrapping arms overhead. And you can separate your feet hip width apart or wider. And let your head release. And then drop the arms all the way down. Let that go.
Let's take a little step back from the front of the mat and we'll get set up for crow pose. If you don't want to do crow today, you could just stay in your forward fold or take a squat instead. If you are trying crow, hands shoulder width apart, knees somewhere to the upper arms. Shift your weight forward, more weight in the hands, less weight in the feet. If your feet become weightless, you might lift them up. If they're not yet weightless, see if you can be where you are. How much can you feel what you're doing right here? When you're done, drop the feet. Let's try stand hand. One hand at a time, slides under the feet so the toes are up to the wrists. Your toes can push into the pads of the hands, giving them a little massage. In a moment, we'll make our way back to down dog. If you'd like to take another crow pose, maybe work on hopping out of crow, you're welcome. You could also just step back or take a regular vinyasa to get back, feeling what you're doing, whatever you're choosing. Eventually, finding your way to downward facing dog, slowing down your breath. From down dog, right leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Let's come into a twist here. Left elbow cross. Now if there's a different variation of this, you're welcome. You could drop the back knee and do a low lunge. You could take a different arm position. Can you feel the top of the head, the spine connected to your back leg? Whole thing in a straight, long line. Let's release. Make our way to half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Open through the left hip. Open up through the left shoulder. Extend left arm, going towards a straight line from one arm to the other. Towards a straight line from your head to your left foot. Release, make your way back to down dog. If you want to take a few handstand swings, you're welcome. That can be something fun to pepper into your practice, and of course you don't have to. Find your way back to down dog, however you get there. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up, step forward, high lunge, arms up. Come into a twist here. Right elbow across. Last breath. Release, hands to the floor. Step up. Half moon. Expanding. Keep going so we never get to the end. It just gets more subtle. Last breath. Release. Make your way back to down dog.
And settle into a good rest. Again, letting go of all of that. Everything we've done, everything we might do. Feeling what's right here. And let's come back through down dog and into a pigeon pose. Right side. We're going to slide the right knee forward. Scoot back through the left leg. Help the hips get a little lower. If you need some support under your hips, feel free to slide something under there. Let's begin in an upright position. So you can use your hands on your leg, blocks, the floor, or somewhere else. Feel a connection between that back leg and the torso. Big sweeping arc. You can either just stay here, or there are several back leg variations. So you could reach for the inside of the foot, kick your foot into your hand, little heart opening. You could draw the heel in, a little bit of a quad stretch. There are lots of other variations. If you know any or want to explore, you are welcome. And when you feel complete, go ahead and fold forward. Come into a more passive variation, letting the weight of your body settle towards the floor. Let's take our time releasing. So you can simply step back to down dog. You can take a vinyasa. You can take some other movement. Your transition is a time for you to take care of yourself. How best to do that right now? When you're ready, left knee comes forward. Pigeon pose, left side. Scoot back through the right leg, adjust the angle, add props if props are useful. We'll begin in an upright position, proud pigeon. If you took any back leg variations, you can work through something similar on this side, feeling what you're doing. Listening to your body. I know there are some poses I used to practice and they're no longer useful for my body at this time. So that may be true for you. So make sure to keep the feedback real time. How is this right now? Might be different than the memory you have of the pose. Go with real time. When you're finished upright, you can fold. Bring the upper body back up. Make your way back to down dog. So again, any movement. Let's come all the way through to sitting. You can extend the legs forward. Take the flesh of the sit bones back, inch the heels forward. Getting set up for a seated forward fold. You might grab your feet. If you can't reach your feet, you could put a strap around it or go back to hands on the floor, using your hands for support wherever that's useful for you. Going in the direction of length, in the direction of folding. Inhale to look up. Exhale, release. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. We're going to grab the big toes or the ankles with that grip. Lengthen and fold. Elbows could push against the legs, or if it works better, you could lean into hands or elbows or props. Let's release, come up, bring your knees in, and let's roll back onto our backs. Bring your knees to your chest. Take a circle or rock with your knees. Feel what's touching the floor as you do this. There may be parts of your lower back that could use a little pressure, a little self-massage. And then drop your feet to the floor. We'll get set up for bridge. Feet hip-width apart, parallel. Make sure your feet are right under your knees. And then press your feet down. Lift your hips high. Once your hips are high enough, interlace your fingers behind your back. Shrug your shoulders underneath you. Spreading the upper back and lower back away from one another. When the pose feels complete, take your arms out of your way, roll down, and rest, and really rest. There's a lovely release after the effort. We don't want to rush through that. Take your time to feel the deep rest. And then when you feel like coming up again, come up to any back bend of your choosing. So it could be bridge again, or half wheel, full wheel, supported bridge, any arm or leg variation you know or want to try. And each time you come up, stay as long or short as you like.
Whenever the pose feels complete, come down and rest, and then just repeat that process until you don't feel like coming up again. Whether you're resting, transitioning, or back bending, feeling what you're doing. If you are still back bending, keep going, there's no rush. If you are done, move on to a counter stretch. Happy baby can be a good one, grabbing the soles of the feet on the inside, pressing the knees towards the floor. You can take any movement, you can straighten your legs. You can try straightening the legs, almost like a seated forward fold flipped upside down. And either keep the back flat, or I love to pull on my feet, letting my hips rock up and down. Another opportunity for a little self-massage. So this does not work for all bodies. So if it doesn't work for your body, don't worry about it, don't do it. But for those of you that this is interesting, you might explore a little massage on those erector muscles on either side of the spine. Pausing anywhere along the way. And then let's bring the right knee to the chest. Drop the left leg long. Squeeze the right knee in close. And then take it across for a spinal twist. You can open out through the right arm. Let your knee and shoulder release away from one another. And then roll back onto your back, switching sides. Bring the left knee in, drop the right leg long, and then take it across, spinal twist. When you feel even on the two sides, come back onto your back. Check in with your body. What else is needed? Is there any part of your body that could use a little extra attention? Is there any last pose? Is there a way you'd like to adjust your clothing or grab props to be more comfortable? Eventually, coming into a symmetrical, relaxed position.
settling into the support underneath you. Letting go of the control of your breath. Letting go of trying to do anything. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, gently waking your body up again. Let this movement increase through your wrists and ankles, eventually stretching out long through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. Roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. And then use your hands to help you up to sitting. And bring hands together at the heart. Just take a moment to silently thank yourself for your practice. And you might extend some gratitude out to the people and circumstances that make it possible for you to be here. And that could extend far and wide. Maybe even sending gratitude and well wishes to all beings everywhere. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day.